Hello everyone, myself Naratjit. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing great, guys. So today's in this video we are going to learn about Krebs cycle and electron transport system. So also this is lecture number 4 of this chapter, that is respiration in plants. So let's get started. Krebs cycle. So as we know, pyruvate enters into mitochondria and convert to two molecule of acetyl coenzyme A. Pyruvic acid enters into mitochondria matrix and convert into two molecule of acetyl coenzyme A. And pyruvic acid have three carbon in its molecule, and acetyl coenzyme A has two carbon in its molecule. So, pyruvic acid converted to two molecular acetyl coenzyme A by the process of link reaction. Link reaction, and in this link reaction, coenzyme A used and 2 NAD plus changes to two molecule of NADH, and also release of two molecule of carbon dioxide. And this acetyl coenzyme A molecule enters into a new cycle, that is Krebs cycle. So it has two carbonate in its molecule and it enters into Krebs cycle. So Krebs cycle is also known as Krebs cycle, also known as tricarboxylic tricarboxylic acid cycle, and hence Krebs cycle. Hence Krebs cycle. So why it is named as tricarboxylic? Because in this cycle the first product form is three carbon in its molecule. Uh, Tricarboxylic acid cycle. Not three carbon, it has three carboxyl group, and it named as citric acid. Named as citric acid. So first product is citric acid, which has three carboxylic acid in its molecule, and it is a molecule of six carbon atoms. So let's get started. The tricarboxylic acid cycle. So first step of tricarboxylic acid cycle is uh, there is presence of a molecule, that is oxaloacetic acid, in matrix of mitochondria, and it has four carbon. So two molecule of oxaloacetic acid in the presence of enzyme, that is citrate synthase citrate synthase enzyme, and uses two molecule of water and react with two molecule of acetyl coenzyme A to form the first product of tricarboxylic acid cycle, is that citric acid form two molecule of citric acid. So acetyl coenzyme A has two carbon in its molecule, and oxaloacetic acid has four carbon in its molecule, form six carbon product. So this first reaction is known as condensation reaction. So this first reaction is known as condensation reaction. Then this citric acid isomerizes to form isocitrate. This citric acid then isomerizes to form two molecule of isocitrate. Form two molecule of isocitrate, and it also has six carbon in its molecule. Uh, Citric acid is isomerized to isocitrate by the enzyme by the process isomerization isomerization. Then this molecule of isocitrate uh, do two steps of decarboxylation. Now there is two steps of decarboxylation. So in first step, isocitrate oxidizes oxidizes to form two molecule of alpha ketoglutaric acid. So isocitrate oxidizes to two molecule of alpha ketoglutaric acid and reduces two molecule of NAD plus, two molecule of NAD plus to two molecule of NADH. So isocitrate molecule oxidizes to alpha ketoglutaric acid and NAD plus reduced and removal of two molecule of carbon dioxide from isocitrate, that is one molecule from one isocitrate. So one CO2 removed from one isocitrate and two from two isocitrate and form two molecule of alpha ketoglutaric acid, and it has five carbon in its molecule. Then at other step, the alpha ketoglutaric acid is now oxidized to two molecule of succinyl succinyl coenzyme A, and alpha glutaric acid oxidized to succinyl coenzyme A, and here also two molecule of NAD plus is reduced to two molecule of NADH, and from alpha ketoglutaric acid there is removal of two molecule of CO2. So that's why decarboxylation has two steps. One is from isocitrate to alpha ketoglutaric acid, and the second is alpha ketoglutaric acid to succinyl coenzyme A. So succinyl coenzyme A has four carbon in its molecule. Now this succinyl coenzyme A then convert to succinic succinic acid convert to succinic acid, which also have four carbon, but in this step two molecule of GDP is convert to two molecule of GTP. So GTP is nothing but the other form of ATP. So GTP equal to ATP. Now this succinic acid convert to fumarate or fumaric acid, which has four carbon in its molecule, and at this state two molecule of FAD plus is converted to 2 molecule of FADH2. So it means succinic acid is oxidized to fumaric acid and FAD plus is reduced to FADH2. So then this fumaric acid is convert into 2 molecule of malic acid, 2 molecule of malic acid. And now this malic acid is again regenerate, malic acid is again regenerate or oxidize, again regenerate or oxidize to form 2 molecule of oxaloacetic acid. So that's why it is also called, it is a cycle. So this malic acid oxidizes to form 2 molecule of oxaloacetic acid and reduces 2 molecule of NAD plus to 2 molecule of NADH. So first step in tricarboxylic acid cycle is condensation reaction. Condensation reaction. And in this reaction, 2 molecule of H2O used with citrate synthase enzyme, citrate synthase enzyme and coenzyme A molecule form and citric acid form. So in a Krebs cycle, formation of NADH2, NADH, formation of NADH is at 3 step. Firstly at isocitrate, isocitrate to alpha ketoglutaric acid, alpha ketoglutaric acid, and if 2 molecule of isocitrate then 2 molecule of alpha ketoglutaric acid form, then 2 molecule of NADH form. And secondly at alpha ketoglutaric acid to 2 molecule of succinyl succinyl coenzyme A, and here also 2 molecule of NADH form. And third at malic acid to oxaloacetic acid, and if 2 malic acid then 2 oxaloacetic acid form, and here also 2 molecule of NADH form. And FADH2 found at one step only, that is from succinic acid to fumaric acid or fumarate. If 2 succinic acid then 2 fumarate form and 2 molecule of FADH2 form. So as we already know that 1 NADH gives 3 ATP by the process of electron transport system, by electron transport system. and 1FADS2 gives 2 ATP by the process of electron transport system. So in whole Krebs cycle, according to two molecule of acetyl coenzyme A, two molecule of acetyl coenzyme A, there is formation of 6 NADH and 2 FADH2. And according to one acetyl coenzyme A molecule, there is formation of, according to one acetyl coenzyme A molecule, 3 NADH, 3 NADH and 1 FADH2, or number of ATP according to two molecule of acetyl coenzyme A is, that is 6 into 3 and 2 into 2, that is 18, and here is 4. So from this, total is 22 ATP, and as we know that GTP is equal to ATP, so two molecule of GTP is formed when succinyl, two molecule of succinyl coenzyme A convert to two molecule of succinic acid. Then at this step, two molecule of GTP form. So GTP equal to ATP. So total ATP from Krebs cycle is 22 plus 2, that is 24 ATP. This 22 ATP from NADH and FADH2, from NADH 18 ATP, and from FADH2 4 ATP, and 2 ATP from 2 GTP. So total is 24 ATP, 24 ATP from Krebs cycle. And in link reaction, that is from conversion of pyruvic acid to two molecule of acetyl coenzyme A. So in link reaction, there is formation of two molecule of NADH. In link reaction, formation of two molecule of NADH. So by the link reaction, 6 ATP form. So total ATP form by the process of glycolysis, link reaction, and Krebs cycle. So by the glycolysis, total ATP form is, that is 8, and link reaction, that is 6, and Krebs cycle is 24. So total ATP form is 6 plus 8 plus 24, that is 38 total ATP formed by one molecule of glucose. And now we see that how NADH and FADH2 gives ATP molecule. So this is possible by the process of electron transport system, and electron transport system or oxidative phosphorylation. Phosphorylation. So ETS or oxidative phosphorylation, it occurs in membrane of mitochondria or inner membrane of mitochondria. So this region is matrix. Suppose this region is matrix of mitochondria, and this region is inner membrane. As we know, mitochondria has two membrane, inner and outer. So this is matrix of mitochondria, and this is inner membrane, and this is intermembrane space. Intermembrane space, and this is outer membrane. This is outer membrane of mitochondria. So this is inner membrane. So first complex in inner membrane of mitochondria, that is complex 1 and named as NADH dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase. NADH dehydrogenase, that is complex 1. And at this complex, NADH molecule is reduced to NAD plus, and then its electron or two electrons enters into the complex, that is NADH dehydrogenase, and then it transport by FMN, that is flavin mononucleotide, then iron sulfur or FES. Then these two electron collect by ubiquinone, and these two electron collect by ubiquinone. Remember, ubiquinone is a mobile electron carrier. So ubiquinone is mobile electron carrier, and so this ubiquinone, so due to movement of electron in complex 1, it pumps 4 proton or 4H plus 2 intermembrane space. It pumps 4H plus 2 intermembrane space due to movement of electrons through it. And then this movement is collected by ubiquinone, which is a mobile electron carrier, and ubiquinone is also known as coenzyme Q. Then this ubiquinone is now reduced to, then this ubiquinone is reduced to UQH2 or the ubiquinol. quinol. And so ubiquinone picks up a proton from matrix of mitochondria and reduce to ubiquinol molecule for better mobility better mobility in intermembrane of mitochondria. Now this ubiquinol transport electron to another complex in mitochondria, that is complex third, not complex second. Ubiquinol transferred electron to complex third, also known as cytochrome bc1, cytochrome bc1. And that two electron it then now picked up by cytochrome b, then iron sulfur, then cytochrome c1. Now this cytochrome c1 transfer the two electron to cytochrome c, and cytochrome c collect two electron, and cytochrome c is at outer surface of inner membrane. So cytochrome c is at outer surface of inner membrane, so there is no need for reduction. And then cytochrome c transfer electron to another complex, that is complex 4, named as cytochrome c oxidase, cytochrome c oxidase. And like first complex, the third complex is also pumped 4 proton to intermembrane space. Similarly, like first complex, here is second complex second, and named as succinate dehydrogenase. At this complex, succinate is converted to fumarate, and two molecule of FADH2 is here. Succinate is converted to fumarate by the process in step in Krebs cycle, and two molecule of FADH2 gives here electron and proton, and that electron enters into complex third to FAD, collected by FAD, then iron sulfur, and that is again picked up by ubiquinol molecule, and it reduced to ubiquinol, that is UQS2, and transfer electron to the complex third to cytochrome B. Then again from cytochrome B to iron sulfur and cytochrome C, and cytochrome C, and from cytochrome C1, cytochrome C collect electron and send it to, remember, there is no pump of proton from complex second, no pump of proton, no pump of proton from complex second, and electron now reaches to complex 4, that is cytochrome c oxidase, and collect by CUA, then cytochrome A to cytochrome A3 to CUB. So at this fourth complex, so at fourth complex, final electron of this electron is oxygen. So half O2 plus 2H plus 2 electron reduced to H2O, and this complex pump out 2H plus. Remember, 2H plus in intermembrane space. So according to chemiosmotic hypothesis, there is high concentration of proton in intermembrane space. So from intermembrane space, there is passive transport of proton into the matrix of mitochondria through this intermembrane. And in intermembrane, there is another complex is the ATP synthase or complex 5 or ATP synthase complex. ATP synthase complex. So this is F naught and this is F1. So from intermembrane space, from intermembrane space, four proton move, four proton move to form one molecule of ATP, and four proton move by passive transport to break concentration gradient, and four proton form two molecule of ATP through the complex ATP synthase, and here ADP is converted to ATP molecule, ATP molecule, and this is what? This is oxidative phosphorylation, and this is oxidative phosphorylation. So in electron transport system, there are seven electron acceptors, which are followed as coenzyme Q or ubiquinone, cytochrome B, cytochrome C1, cytochrome C, cytochrome A3, and oxygen. And oxygen is the ultimate electron acceptor. These electron acceptors are present in specific sequence along inner mitochondrial membrane. Now let's start NCRT reading of Krebs cycle and electron transport system. Tricarboxylic acid cycle. So the TCA cycle start with the condensation of acetyl group with oxaloacetic acid and water to yield citric acid. The reaction is catalyzed by enzyme citrate synthase and a molecule of coenzyme A is released. Uh, we discuss. Citrate is then isomerized to form isocitrate. It is followed by two successive steps of decarboxylation, leading to the formation of alpha ketoglutarate acid and then succinyl coenzyme A. In the remaining step, the citric acid cycle, succinyl coenzyme A is oxidized to oxaloacetic acid and the cycle to continue. During the conversion of succinyl coenzyme A to succinic acid and a molecule of GTP is synthesized. This is a substrate level phosphorylation. In a coupled reaction of GTP is converted to GDP with the simultaneous synthesis of ATP from ADP. So when GTP is converted to ADP, when GTP is converted to GDP. Simultaneously, ATP synthesis from ADP. So that's why we call GTP equal to ATP. Also, there are 3 points in the cycle where NAD plus is reduced to NADH plus H plus, and 1 point where FAD plus is reduced to FADH2. The continued oxidation of acetyl coenzyme A through the tricarboxylic acid cycle requires the continued replacement of oxaloacetic acid. The first member of cycle, in addition, so oxaloacetic acid is the first member of cycle. In addition, it also requires regeneration of NAD plus and FAD plus from NADH to NADH and FADH2. So regeneration occurs in electron transport system. The summary equation for this phase respiration may be written as follows. So summary equation is here, and we see a detailed cycle. Pyruvic acid plus 4 NAD plus, so it is respect of one pyruvic acid. So one pyruvic acid plus 4 NAD plus, 4 NAD plus, total 4 NAD plus, and FAD plus. So 4 NAD plus is 1 from link reaction and 3 from Krebs cycle, and 1 FAD plus from Krebs cycle, plus 2 molecule of H2O in Krebs cycle, and ADP plus inorganic phosphate in Krebs cycle. In mitochondrial matrix, 2 3 molecule of CO2, 4 NADH, 4H plus, FEDH2 plus ATP. So it is according to 1 molecule of pyruvic acid in matrix of mitochondria. We have till now seen that glucose has been broken down to release CO2, and 8 molecule of NADH plus H plus and 2 of FADH2 have been synthesized besides just 2 molecule of ATP in track oblique acid cycle. You may be wondering why we have been discussing respiration at all. Neither oxygen has come into picture. So oxygen has come into picture in electron transport system, which is the ultimate acceptor of electron, which is transported by membrane. Large number of ATP has yet been synthesized. Also, what is the role of NADH plus H plus and FADH2? So it is in uh, electron transport system. Let us now understand the role of oxygen in respiration and how ATP is synthesized. So, electron transport system, ETS, or oxidative phosphorylation. The following step in respiration, respiratory process are to release and utilize the energy stored in NADH plus H plus and FADH2. This is accomplished by they are oxidized through the electron transport system, and the electrons are passed on to oxygen, resulting in the formation of water. The metabolic pathway through which the electron passes from one carrier to another is called electron transport system, and it is present in the inner mitochondrial membrane. Electron from NADH produced in the mitochondrial matrix during citric acid cycle are oxidized by NADH dehydrogenase, that is complex 1, and electrons are then transferred to ubiquinone located within the inner membrane, and ubiquinone also receive reducing equivalents through FADH2 complex 2 and generated during oxidation of succinate in the citric acid cycle. The reduced ubiquinone or the ubiquinol is then oxidized with the transfer of electrons to cytochrome C through cytochrome BC1 complex, that is complex 3. Cytochrome C is small protein attached to the outer surface of the inner membrane and act as mobile carrier. And cytochrome C is small protein attached to the outer surface of inner membrane and act as mobile carriers for transfer of electrons between complex third and complex fourth. So cytochrome C is small protein. Complex fourth refer to cytochrome C oxidase complex containing cytochromes A and A3 and 2 copper centers. When the electrons pass from one carrier to another through complex 1 to 4 in a electron transport chain, they are coupled to ATP synthase, that is complex 5, for the production of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. The number of ATP molecules synthesized depends on the nature of the electron donor, that is whether it is NADH or FADH2. Oxidation of one molecule of NADH give rise to three molecule of ATP. So from one molecule of NADH, three ATP form, and from one molecule of FADH to two molecule of ATP form. Although the aerobic process of respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen, because oxygen is the ultimate electron acceptor. The role of oxygen is limited. Although oxygen role is limited, but it is crucial. The role of oxygen is limited to the terminal stage or the ending stage of the process, that is electron transport chain. Yet the presence of oxygen is vital, since it drives the whole process of removing hydrogen from the system. So oxygen acts as the final hydrogen acceptor, unlike photophosphorylation, where it is the light energy that is utilized for the production of proton gradient required for phosphorylation. In respiration, it is the energy of oxidation reduction utilized for the same process. It is for this reason that the process is called oxidative phosphorylation. You have already studied that about the mechanism of membrane-linked ATP synthesis as explained by chemiosmotic hypothesis in the earlier chapter. As mentioned, the energy released during the electron transport system is utilized in synthesizing ATP with the help of ATP synthase, that is complex 5. This complex consists of two major proteins, that is F1 and F0. The F1 headpiece is peripheral membrane protein complex and contains the site of synthesis of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. F0 is an integral membrane protein that forms a channel through the proton across the inner membrane. The passage of protons through the channel is coupled to the catalytic site of the F1 component for the production of ATP. For each ATP produced, 4H plus passes through F0 from the intermembrane space of the to the matrix down the electrochemical equivalent. So here as shown here that 4H plus pump from F0, that is integral protein, and at F1, that is headpiece, from ADP plus inorganic phosphate to ATP at the cost of 4H plus. So that's it. So in next lecture of this respiration in plants chapter, we completed this whole chapter by covering respiratory balance sheet and amphibolic pathway and respiratory question. So till then, bye bye. Thank you very much. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment box. I'll definitely answer your doubt. Thank you very much. Bye bye.